2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Harkless is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Payton. And it's Barrett at the 2. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Here we go. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And here is Irving. Outside Durant. Over Randle. That one a little long.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now LeVert. After Mo Harkless's three-pointer that didn't go.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Randle with the bucket.
The strength and the quickness and now the confidence coming along as Randle's able to score.
Pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. In the corner, Irving with it. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Payton the bounce pass. Randle down low. KD's on him. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Here's Payton following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Trying to get open is Gibson. Randle no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Irving against Payton. Irving, good. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The dish to Durant. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Payton outside. He kicks to Gibson. Pass to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And KD throws it down.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Payton looking it over. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Nets on defense. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Here's Knox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, that kind of activity from Kevin Knox is going to pose some problems for the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him.
And Kevin Knox's father played professional football when Kevin was growing up. That may be where he gets some of his toughness from.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Nets. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 5. The pass to Irving. Irving double team. There's the triple. Chandler, no good. For New York, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Ntilikina passes to Portis. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, that helps Ntilikina's confidence when he can score like that against very, very strong defense.
And Bones, he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Certainly the defensive potential is there for Frank Ntilikina.
Well, the questions have always been about the other end and whether or not Frank can find a way to score more efficiently on a nightly basis. Still young and still some room to grow. Ntilikina, well-traveled, born in Belgium, growing up in France, and joined the NBA as the second youngest player in the league's history as a rookie.
That one falls. Irving's got 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Passes to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 4. On the wing, Chandler. He's guarded by Bullock. Here's Irving. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
.135 left in the first quarter. And the basket by Knox.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Irving passes to Harris. Lobs it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
Outside Robinson. Back to Bullock. Ntilikina looking it over. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
It's the Nets now, following the score by New York. Now Robinson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knox. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
The Nets have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Here's Ntilikina. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side, Portis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler. The Knicks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one at the line is good. The Nets making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together. So that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grip.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Robinson is out there with Portis. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here is Ellington. After the basket by Brooklyn, Randall kicks to Ellington. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Payton. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012. Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. And for New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. But he recovers it. Kicks to Ellington. Pass to Randall. Another shot over Irving. Randall no good. Brooklyn leading by 6. Robinson with the block.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
And it's in there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Harkless is subbed in for Wayne Ellington. There's the pass to LeVert. Offensive rebound, Nets. Now, here is Irving. He's got 15. And Allen slams it in.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here's Payton. To the paint. Here's Randall. Dishes to Gibson. Tries again. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Payton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, easy call.
The Knicks haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. First free throw is good.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, KD. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 6. Inside, Barrett makes it off the glass.
I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish. You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise because he had many years battling against one Steve Nash. But R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
Here's Harkless. Jared Allen making his last shot. Harkless on the wing. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie against Peyton. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So for the Nets, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Chandler. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Karis LeVert. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Peyton.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harris looking it over. Softly drops in the floater. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Ntilikina. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's KD. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Is KD stronger than we think? Probably. Muscling in there.
Now here's Bullock. Guarded by Harris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Brooklyn leading by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Jacks up a 3. Harris no good. New York shooting 43% from the field. Knox the pass to Portis. New York moving the ball around. And here is Harkless. Passes it to Ntilikina. Can't connect from long distance. Prince outside. It's Dinwiddie top of the key. Pass to KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
If you get aggressive like that, the defense has to react, and Ntilikina, the beneficiary of it.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Good on both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Portis against Durant. It's Jordan on the wing. Shoots over Bullock, but he stays with it.
Now, Jordan is a force on the inside. There's no denying that. A real problem right now for the defense.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, there is continuous energy in DeAndre Jordan's play, really hustling on both ends and influencing those plays with that activity.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 20 points, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
The guy who's taking control of this game is Kyrie Irving. Ball handling gets him to any spot on the floor he wants. And he got that deep arsenal of shots.
And over to Kenny. What'd you think about New York?
Their rebounding was an issue. I don't think that they showed the toughness that they need. It'll be a focus for them in the second half, I'm sure. They need to establish a physical presence inside.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Here's Randall, and he banks in the layup. Randall's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And then Durant with the dunk.
With KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain.
Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's LeVert. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Payton outside. Trying to get open is Gibson.
Like to see this on a nightly basis happen a few more times. He knows he's got to get better at the mid-range jump shot.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. From the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Barrett. And the layup is good. Timeout. Barrett's got his second basket.
Well, RJ is a natural scorer. It's very hard to shake him off that kind of focus.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Allen. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for New York, Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Knox in for Harkless. You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's LeVert after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Irving from long range falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The pass to Randall. No good on that one. Nice D from Durant. Here's Irving. Second chance shot out to Chandler. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. The Knicks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Reggie Bullock comes in for R.J. Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Payton. Now here's Ellington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Robinson against Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Fires top of the key. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Now here's Bullock. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
The offensive rebound, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York. Both shots good from the stripe. For New York, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. He dishes it to Bullock. He kicks it to Ellington. Offensive rebound. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And Robinson just with the height there, reaching up and ripping it down. Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Irving, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. Ellington kicks to Bullock. That's tipped and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. Sweet little floater.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Passes it to Portis. Now here's Bullock. Guarded by Prince. Clock at 6. The Knicks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. He throw good. Bullock. And so Bullock nails both of them. 11 seconds left in the third. Harris with it. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Love that pick and roll right there. DeAndre Jordan completes the play and very efficient at doing so.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And New York, looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Smith in at the point guard. Good, nice job down low. Smith's got his first points of the game.
Completing the break there, Dennis Smith Jr. looking to run.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Knicks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Gibson. Back to Smith. That shot off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Three-pointer Ellington, rebounded by the Nets. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Nets passing it around. And he lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here is Ellington. Feeds it to Gibson. The dish now to Smith. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession. Here's Harkless, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's good from Harkless.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Brooklyn making some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Crawford in for Jordan. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Dotson's checked in. Harkless hits them both. Nets leading by 23. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And then for New York. Randall's checked in for Damian Dotson. R.J. Barrett comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Smith. Down low, here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Payton outside. Yep, it counts.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 26 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Randall kicks it to Harkless. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Gibson. No good from Payton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Payton passes to Randall. The pass to Barrett. Payton against Irving. Takes the 13-footer. Dinwiddie with the rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And then Allen slams it in.
As Allen continues to develop his offensive game, he continues to earn the trust of his teammates.
Harkless with it. KD's on him. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Passes it to LeVert. Now Dinwiddie. Barrett covering. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. A different look for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for Taj Gibson. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall, and he converts the layup.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Johnson surveying the floor. Crawford outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Randall. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. He kicks it to Barrett. Back to Randall. Yes, that goes in. And that's 10 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Johnson outside. Here's Crawford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And that one falls for Crawford.
Well, Crawford's such a unique player. Tall and skinny, devastatingly quick, great handle, and an innate ability to score the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Randall. Damian Dotson comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Smith subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Both free throws good from Crawford. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
No good on the free throw. The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. the second free throw, good.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Pass to Crawford. And he makes that one. Crawford's got 4 points this quarter.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Pass to Robinson. Now here's Ellington. Right wing. With the fadeaway. New York, no good that time either. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Johnson, the pass to Chandler. Over Smith. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
To the middle. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
So strong. Robinson completes the play, and now let's see if he can finish it off at the line for the three-point play.
.15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Temple. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David.